In this video, I'm going to explain how to simplify surds. Okay, I'm going to talk about the following three examples. The first one, square root of 175 plus square root of 7 minus square root of 112. And the second example is I will talk about square root of 44 times square root of 33 times square root of 2. And the last one I'm going to talk about square root of 175. We need to do short division first. Square root of 175 divided by 5, we get 35. 35 divided by 5, we get 7. So square root of 175 equal to square root of 5 times 5 times 7. And then plus square root 7, which is the simplest. We cannot simplify anymore. But square root of 112, so we can also do short division. 112, so divided by 2, we get 56. Divided by 2, we get 28. Divided by 2, we get 14. Divided by 2, we get 7. So square root of 112, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Okay, so for the first square root, we can separate it into square root 5 times square root 5 times square root 7. And the second one plus square root 7, just copy it down. And the last one can be separated into square root of 2 times 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 square root of 7. And then square root 5 times square root 5 gives you 5. 5 times square root 7, you can write 5 square root 7 plus 1 more square root 7 minus this square root 2 times square root 2 gives you 2. This square root 2 times square root 2 gives you another 2. So times square root 7. So what do we have here? Let me write it in this way. Okay, not enough space here. So 5 square root 7 plus 1 square root 7, which is 5 plus 1 square root 7, and minus 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 times square root 7, we can write it in this way. So 6 square root 7 minus 4 square root 7, which gives us 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4, which is 2. So 2 times square root 7. This is the final answer for part 1, question 1. And now I'm going to do question 2. So square root of 44, we need to do short division. Square root of 44 equal to 2 divided by 2 equal to 22. 22 divided by 2 equal to 11. So square root of 44 can be separated as square root of 2 times 2 times 11. And square root of 33, which equal to divided by 3, which gives you 11. So square root of 33 equal to square root of 3 times 11. And then times square root 2, copy it down. And we separate the square root. So square root 2 times square root 2 times square root 11. And the second square root can be separated as square root 3 times square root 11. And the last one, square root 2. So we can see that square root 2 times square root 2 give us 2 here, times square root 11 times square root 11 give us 11. And then times square root 3 times square root 2 cannot simplify anymore. So 2 times 11, which equal to 22, times square root 3 times 2, which is square root 6. So 22 square root 6 is the final answer. Now let's see how to do rationalization. which is simplify 81 over square root of 3. Okay, rationalizations. Okay, let's go back to the first one. Last one, how to do rationalization here. We just multiply the numerator and denominator by square root 3 over square root 3. Okay, so here 81 times square root 3 is 81 square root 3, and the denominator square root 3 times the square root 3 give us 3. So here 81 and 3 can be cancelled, equal to 81 divided by 3 equal to 27. So the answer is 27 square root 3. That's it. Okay? Hope to understand more about the simplifications of surds.